YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's video, guys, is going to be on 5 running backs that you should be buying low on for week 8, guys. Yes, week 8. So I'm going to give you 5 running backs, and these guys are killer running backs that I think you can get great value on. So guys, with no further ado, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Okay, so guys, let's go. The first running back that I feel like you should be buying low on is Antonio Gibson. Yes, guys, I'm back on him. Guys, Brian Robinson is not going to keep getting 20 carries a game because Antonio Gibson is the sauce. So when Ron gets fired, and I hate to say it, maybe that's a Floridian slip, but when Ron gets fired, Antonio Gibson's going to be used the way he's supposed to be used. Whoever that take over this offense is not going to give Brian Robinson 20 carries and say, well, Gibson, sit down. They're going to know, like, you know what? I like the way Gibson looks. He's a 1,000-yard rusher 2 years in a row. I'm going to keep using this guy. So, guys, I think Antonio Gibson's role is going to be increased, and he's going to be getting used more in the passing game. And I don't know if you've seen the last game, but he was lining up at wide receiver. They actually use him the way he should be used. So, guys, make sure you buy low on Antonio Gibson. Brian Robinson may get a lot of carries going through the tackles, but he's not the guy getting out in space that in a PPR league that can push you up to a top 12 running back. And Antonio Gibson can be that as his roles grow and Ron Rivera either gets fired or whatever happens. So let's move on to the next guy. The next running back I feel like you should be buying low on is Najee Harris. Yes, guys, Najee Harris. I'm back on that. Now listen, I watched the Pittsburgh Steelers game last week. Najee made some moves like he made as a rookie. One time he stutter-stepped and juked the dude and spun and timed it up perfect. I was like, uh-oh, that foot getting better. That leg strength is healing because you got to be moving on side to side and taking that play out of his shoe. You know, you can't be feeling that pain because your feet hurt, right, if you got a leg strength injury. So I think that leg strength, his pain tolerance, I think the injury is going down. So he's not feeling that pain and he's moving different. This offense is going to keep evolving. That's why I've been telling people, Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, even Claypool if he's not traded, and even Deontay and Najee. These guys are going to get better. Najee going to get being used. He's going to get used a little bit more in the passing game because, you know, he's a great pass catcher. And so maybe if we can't run the ball good between the tackles, maybe we get him out in space and let his touches be like that. So I want you to have Najee. That's why I got a guy that is a faithful subscriber. He's been talking to me about Najee for about 4 or 5 weeks, and I told him to hold on to him, bruh. Because just the guys, like, he was going to trade him out for Mixon, ETN. I was like, man, if ETN go down and you get off Najee, you ain't going to be able to bounce back. So I told him to hold on to Najee, and I think I told him the right move, guys, because I think this offense is going to get better. So these is the offense that you need to be getting some of these, what you call maybe scrubs off of, to help your team win a fantasy championship. You're not just going to do it with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. You need some other guys to fill in that lineup to make sure you can compete. And, you know, guys are going to be trending, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamar Chase wasn't trending week 1 to week 6. They started hitting like around this time. Amon-Ra, he didn't start hitting until like week 11, week 10. So you want to have these guys. That's what I'm saying. You don't go just look at a bad offense and say, that's terrible, I don't want it. And then somebody going to waiver wire, keep working, make a few trades, and then they come hunt your team down. You was the number 2 team in the league, and they hunt you down because they got players that, boom, somebody got hurt, he moved up to another level, quarterbacks got better, offensive coordinators got fired, they playing a different ball game. So you got to keep moving. So, guys, Najee Harris, buy low on him. Next is Michael Carter. Yes, guys, from the New York Jets, Michael Carter. And I'm not just going to Michael Carter and saying buy low because Breach Hall got hurt. No, I'm not doing that. I've been on Michael Carter, but now I feel like they're going to use Michael Carter a little bit more. Not the way they should, because Breach Hall, look, he was booming. I think they should have used Michael Carter and Breach together, but Breach was balling so good that maybe he's going to get 90% of the carries or 90% of the touches. And I'm not going to chastise anybody about that because Breach was balling out. But now, I remember what Michael Carter was doing last year, and this offensive line is even better than they was last year. So Michael Carter catching passes, he going to catch 8 to 10 passes, guys. That's the only way you use him. You're not going to give him 15 to 20 carries. He's going to go down quickly. You're going to be using James Robinson all by yourself. But if Michael Carter's catching passes and getting a few carries here and there, and getting the goal line carries. That's the important. I don't want to see James Robinson take his goal line carries, then maybe it's going to keep him outside the top 24. But I believe this guy could be a top 24 running back in PPR because the way they're going to use him. And this guy, that's why they drafted him. He was a smaller guy, but he catch passes so good at North Carolina that they drafted him. They were like, this guy's good. And he had some boom games in fantasy last year. He had a 55-point game where he caught like 12 or 13 balls and rushed for 100 yards with a 60-yard touchdown. So those are the weeks that you can expect from Michael Carter, especially with a good offensive line and him getting all the number one snaps through practice. So I feel like he's going to be okay. I'm not going to say he's going to be replacing Breach Hall, because Breach Hall is a different type of back. He's like a Jonathan Taylor type. Michael Carter can be like an Austin Eckler type, a poor man Austin Eckler. So, guys, make sure you buy low on Michael Carter. All right, moving on. We got 2 more running backs, guys. The next running back I feel like you should be buying low on for Week 8 is Devin Singletary. And you go check my catalog. I've been championing Devin Singletary all year because I know that Devin Singletary, the way he looked his last 6 games for Buffalo, that they was going to keep that up to keep pressure off Josh Allen. But Josh Allen still don't care how good Devin Singletary play. Josh Allen going to keep playing the way he going to play. If he get hurt, he get hurt. So I respect that about Josh. But I do think they need Devin Singletary just to help keep the chains moving. And he runs hard, man. James Cook might come in here and there a few times, but they tried to do Zach Moss, and they was like, why are we doing that? We actually hurting the offense because Devin Singletary is not getting a rhythm. So the last 2 games, Devin Singletary been getting a rhythm. They not been pulling him as much. Maybe at the end of the game, maybe on 3rd downs for James Cook. But Zach Moss not coming in and taking any more as his carries. So don't get beat by Devin Singletary in the playoffs. Remember, guys, we getting ready for the fantasy playoffs. Be looking at schedules for week 14 to 17. That's what it's about. Or week 13 is whatever your fantasy football playoff starts. This is what it's about. That's why I'm picking up guys like Devin Singletary. Because this is a guy that can be a top 12 running back. Yes, I said top 12. Why? Because he's on an elite offense. So they play a snow game and, you know, they get down there. Why not? I mean, if it ain't on a 1-inch line, why not give it to Devin Singletary, right? So he's going to get some easy touchdowns to make him be top 12 and stuff like that. So make sure you buy low on him, guys. So let's move on. I got my last buy low candidate, guys. And my last buy low candidate, guys, is Cordarrelle Patterson. Yes, Cordarrelle Patterson from the Atlanta Falcons. And one thing we can say about the Atlanta Falcons offensive line and what they've been doing, even though he's been out on IR, is they a great running team. They might not be doing it where they winning games, and they still got a chance to go to the playoffs. But they running. I mean, they the number 1 or number 2 running team in the league. Tyler Allgeier's been getting like 17 carries, 80 yards, and then also they bringing in Caleb Huntley and then Williams. These guys have been doing it, but Cordell come back. He's getting all the goal line opportunities. He might not get every single carry, 20 carries, but he gonna get the goal line carries. That's because they're not gonna have Cordarrelle Patterson come back and just let Caleb Huntley come in and get this touchdown. Let Tyler Allgeier do it. No. So, guys, Cordarrelle Patterson, you can buy low on him, and people are like, he's old. Man, I don't want him. You can flip him for, I'm not saying Kenyon Drake, but you probably could flip him for a nice little piece, like an Isaiah Pacheco, something like that, guys. You don't have to spend nothing high up. Maybe a wide receiver, a low-end wide receiver, right? So, guys, make sure you pick up Cordarrelle Patterson. This guy could be a league-winning player for your fantasy football playoffs. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content. And also, guys, go to my OnlyFans and sign up for my OnlyFans. And there, guys, I help you with anything that you need, right? It's not a weird platform. I'm not taking off any clothes or anything. Guys, I'm providing fantasy football content for you. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can get ahead and win championships. Also, guys, if you want me to rate your team, whatever questions you have, we can chop it up and I can make a personal video for you. That's why I thought OnlyFans would be great, because the same way we know what OnlyFans is used for, I can use it for on OnlyFans, guys. So if you want to show support to the channel right now, that's how you do it, guys. If not, it's still cool. Thank you for checking out the video. Y'all be safe. Peace.